Hello and welcome back. Today I'm going to be showing you a custom action figure. But up first I wanted to talk about several things, mostly my collection focus. But first up, I wanted to say that I'm sorry that I haven't done any videos in a while. I think my last video was actually an action figure haul video that I did in January, and I stated I was going to do a whole bunch of reviews, which I'm still planning on doing them and getting those up over the course of the summer. But instead of doing the G.I. Joe reviews like I said, I'm going to do the Star Wars ones first. Uh, Other than that, there's 3 more videos that I'm planning on doing, and one of them is showing a diorama that I'm working on, which should be finished when I show it to you, of course. Uh, Also rearranged a few minor things in my collection. I'm going to do a video on it and do like a collection update. What's another video? What's the last video? Oh yeah, I was gonna show all my ships all together. I think about 50 of them I have. So that video should be up next week, I hope. Other than that, I ended up making a mistake on one of my reviews, and it was on the Dollar General Duke figure. Ended up stating that he had 2 pistols that he came with when he actually came with 1. What happened was I ended up buying the figure with a whole bunch of figures and open them up all at the same time. And I usually try to either leave their weapons and accessories in the box or put them in a Ziploc bag where I can do the reviews and not get confused. Well, I ended up getting confused on that one, so I do apologize about that. Collection focus, the main part of this video. My collection focus is to get some higher end figures like Darth Revan, Darth Malak, and some of the medium price figures like Battle Damage Darth Vader and Shadow Guard, Scorch from the Saga line, the gold stand. Excuse me, not gold stand, the silver stand. To keep boxed, you know. Of course, I would keep the Revan and Malak box as well. But those are some figures I've been wanting to get over a long period of time, but never had the chance to because, you know, they would release new figures and you want to get them, and so I spent all my money on them. So this year, excuse me, what has changed is there's not many figures I want this year, probably about a handful, because, you know, the Saga Legends figures this year are terrible because they're 5 points per articulation. Black Series figures, 3 3/4, you know, I think there's only like 3 more of them I want. The 6-inch figures, there's a good bit of them I want, but most of them don't come out till later this year, I believe. But anyway, that's my main collection focus, to get some of those higher end items. Of course, there's more figures I want that I didn't say because there's too many to count, you know. But on to the custom I wanted to show y'all. Scroll the camera down a little bit and zoom in, give you a look down of him. I do apologize if I'm rushing a little bit. Not trying to make this video super long. So just give you a little look at him. The parts I ended up using for this guy was a Rots super articulated clone trooper, pre-visitless cape, a casting of the Navy Commandos helmet. Then the weapon you see in his hands is just some miscellaneous parts put together. Have no clue where they came from. The paint that I ended up using for this figure was Tester's black acrylic paint and Citadel's acrylic Ultramarines blue paint. Now this is a hollow casting helmet. I have another one right here, so planning on making another one of these guys eventually after I get the parts. As you can see, it's hollow inside. What I ended up having to do is cut off the neck nub of the figure. Get the camera to, just one little second. Okay, there we go. Ended up having to cut off the neck nub of the Rots Clone Trooper and glue on a Clone Wars neck nub that I had in my parts bin, and ended up putting a Commander Cody Clone Wars style head on there. And since it would look weird to pull off the helmet to be a Clone Wars head, so I ended up just gluing the helmet to the head. So he still has a range of motion. Like I said, I just glued it to the head and not the neck nub. So he's a pretty cool figure. ended up calling this guy an advanced guard stormtrooper, and the reason is like he guards like high-ranking Imperial officers or like key positions like on Coruscant or Camino. Just something I came up with. This dude's actually going to be in my diorama that I'm actually working on, which I'll try to show y'all pretty soon because I need to get it finished. Another dude that's going to be in the diorama is this guy. This is another custom I done a long time ago. But I'm going to try to incorporate him in the, or both of them in the diorama. One last thing I wanted to put or state out was, as you can see in the background, these card backs. This is what I'm going to end up using for my reviews now on, because I ended up using a canvas for my most recent videos to try to help with the lighting, and it didn't help at all. So I'm just gonna start putting these card backs in the background because I think it looked pretty cool. But that's pretty much it I wanted to talk to y'all about. So stay tuned for some of my upcoming videos. I want to thank y'all for watching. Keep collecting, and may the force be with you. Bye.